Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Storytime Corner. Today, we re-diving into a classic tale that shows us how even the smallest friend can make the biggest difference. Get comfy and let's begin our story, The Lion and the Mouse. Deep in a vast, sunny jungle, a magnificent lion, the king of all beasts, was taking a long, lazy nap under the shade of a giant baobab tree. The sun was warm, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and everything was peaceful. The lion stretched out his powerful legs, his golden mane fanning out like a halo around his head. He let out a soft, rumbling snore, a sound that usually kept all the smaller creatures far, far away. But not everyone was paying attention. A tiny field mouse with bright, curious eyes and twitching whiskers was scurrying through the tall grass, searching for berries. She was so busy looking for a tasty snack that she didn't see the giant, sleeping lion right in her path. In her haste, she scampered right over the lion's enormous paw, and then, whoops, right across his long, tufted tail. Suddenly, the ground seemed to shake. The lion woke up with a deafening roar that echoed through the entire jungle. "Who dares to disturb my sleep?" he bellowed, his eyes flashing with anger. In a flash, one giant paw slammed down, trapping the terrified little mouse beneath it. The mouse trembled from the tip of her nose to the end of her tail. She could feel the lion's hot breath and see his sharp, pointy teeth. "Oh, please, Your Majesty, please let me go," she squeaked, her voice barely a whisper. "I didn't mean to wake you, I promise. I was just looking for some food and I didn't see you. I am so very, very small and wouldn't even make a good mouthful for a great king like you. If you spare my life, I will be forever grateful. And who knows, one day I might be able to help you." The lion stared down at the tiny creature. The idea of this minuscule mouse ever helping him, the mighty king of the jungle, was so funny that he let out a huge, booming laugh. "You help me," he chuckled, the sound rumbling in his chest. "That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. How could a creature as tiny as you possibly help a lion?" The mouse looked up with hopeful eyes. The lion thought for another moment. He was in a good mood after his nap, and the mouse's plea had amused him. "All right, little one," he said, lifting his paw. "Be on your way, but be more careful next time." The mouse gave a quick nod of thanks and scurried away as fast as her little legs could carry her. A few weeks passed. The lion was proudly prowling through his territory, not paying much attention to where he was going. He walked straight into a trap set by hunters. A thick, heavy rope net sprang up from the ground, hoisting him into the air. He was tangled completely. The more he struggled and thrashed, the tighter the ropes became. He was trapped. He let out a roar of frustration and fear, a roar that was not of anger this time, but of desperation. "Help! Help me!" he cried out, his voice filled with panic. Miles away, the little mouse was nibbling on a seed when she heard the lion's desperate roar. She recognized the voice of the king who had spared her life. Without a second thought, she dropped her seed and ran towards the sound as fast as she could. She followed the roars until she found the mighty lion hanging helplessly in the hunter's net. "Don't worry, Your Majesty," she called up to him. "I'm here to help you." The lion looked down and saw the tiny mouse. He felt a surge of hopelessness. What could she possibly do? But the mouse didn't hesitate. She climbed up the tree the net was tied to and began to gnaw on the thick ropes with her sharp little teeth. She nibbled and chewed and nibbled. It was hard work, but she didn't stop. One rope snapped, then another and another. Slowly but surely, the strong net began to unravel. Finally, with one last mighty chew, the main rope broke and the net came crashing to the ground. The lion tumbled out, shaking himself free. He was safe. He turned to the little mouse who was perched on a broken piece of rope, catching her breath. He looked at her with new eyes, filled with gratitude and respect. "Thank you," the lion said, his voice low and humble. "Thank you, my little friend. You saved my life. I was foolish to laugh at you. You proved that even the smallest creature can have the heart of a lion." From that day on, the lion and the mouse were the best of friends. And the lion, the great king of the jungle, learned a very important lesson. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And true strength isn't about size, but about courage and loyalty. What a beautiful story, right? It just goes to show you that kindness always comes back around, often when you least expect it. Thanks for joining me for story time today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel Go Happy for more wonderful tales. See you next time.